All right, I'm back. Got another project. We are going to remove my dishwasher and then install another one when it comes tomorrow. So here's what we're going to be doing to remove it. So first of all, we want to, let me turn this camera around. All right, so we're going to disconnect or turn off the water first of all. So this is the water line that comes in, comes through here, up here, and attaches here. This is where the water comes in, goes to the sink and other things. So I already twisted this, but it's just a 90-degree valve. That's on, water's flowing, that's off, it's blocked. So we're gonna disconnect that. And then second of all, we're gonna come in here, and this is the drain for the dishwasher. So we're gonna remove that. It's just right here. Just to undo this little screw goes into this. And we're just gonna loosen that up right there and then pull it out. I got this right here for any water or junk that's coming out. So always be prepared for crap coming out of it. I'll see if I can get video of as I do. Here we go. It's pretty easy to unscrew. Don't need to go all the way undone, just loose enough. It'll come. You might have to pull a little bit because it's been on there for a while and there's all sorts of gunk. And of course it's never easy to get to. Just a little turn. Pretty simple, it's not too bad. And nothing came out. I went out, searched. I got a 10 mil to get that because everything's 10 millimeters, right? But no, it's not. And I'm missing half my wrenches. I wish I could blame my kids, but it's not them. I've just been chucking stuff and need to go through all my stuff. But so I settled on this. So we're just gonna get in here. Got our bucket down to catch any water, because this is the water line, so it's probably got something in it. Righty tighty, lefty loosey. It's pretty easy. You know, of course we've got this main water line here that's always active. So maybe smart to turn off the water in the house, but I'm not gonna do that. But know where your water shutoff valve is, just in case something breaks, because that would be horrible. And it's probably gonna start leaking some water out. Maybe not, because it dips down, so I might have gravity helping me out here. Anyone seen Ghostbusters, the old 80s one? In the beginning, when they're in the library and the ghost comes and makes all the Dewey Decimal System drawers open up. I have that drawer right here. You might have heard it. It just opened up. It always does, just automatically at random. So there's that. So this is good enough to kind of loosen my finger, but I'll just keep going. I'll come back when it's done. All right, well, that didn't take much. Like 2 more tries. I could have just kept you on there. But that's what it is. I'm just gonna keep it like that. Maybe lift it up a little bit to get some of the water out, because as I move it around, I don't want to drip water. It's less cleanup. So that's undone. My wastewater is done. Now I'm supposed to turn the power off, but I think the power cord's back behind my dishwasher, so I'm gonna have to get to that after I pull it out a little bit, or see what I can find. Okay, next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna detach it from the countertop. So here's the dishwasher inside. When you look up, you'll see these tabs. Just unscrew them. They're just screwed into the wood of the countertop to keep your, so it's that easy. There's 1 and 2 of them. That easy. Those get unscrewed. and there's nothing really to it. Okay, now we're going to remove this panel. There's a panel on the bottom of the dishwasher that covers up the legs and stuff. And it's pretty easy. Again, it's just screws. This allows you to access the feet of the dishwasher so you can lower it and have some room to slide it out. All right, I realize I've been doing this vertically all this time, so I'm back to horizontal like I should be. So I just removed those two screws, one right here and one right here. And then this literally should just pull off. Some models might be a little harder than others, but it's all pretty easy. It's got some insulation that comes with this one. I've done it on other ones that didn't have anything, but it just comes off just like that. Pretty simple. And now we can get under here and see what we're dealing with. Okay, so right here, I was afraid of this when I bought this house. I didn't do this, but they did the kitchen and didn't have flooring under here. So this is the feet are right here. I'm gonna have to lower it down enough to come and be able to get those feet above the flooring. That one too. I hope they go enough. I don't know if this was installed. This was installed prior to the floor going in, or if it was in when they put the floor in. But that's one possible issue. But to get these feet, they literally just twist. The hard part is getting them started. Once you get them started, they get some of the weight off of them, then they come pretty easy. But there's one there and another foot right there. So I got to go figure out the best way to do this. All right, so when you're doing do-it-yourself projects, you don't have all the pieces and stuff sometimes, or all the right tools. You got to improvise. And when none of your kids can lift a dishwasher up long enough to do what you need to do when your wife's not home, you improvise. Oh, look, it just opened up again. Ghosts. You do what you need to, and you know, all those pieces of wood you've been hoarding for years and years just in case you need them, they came in handy, along with some wedges for leveling out cabinets and stuff that I had from an earlier project. So here we go. Here's my piece of wood. Here's my wedges. I just lifted it up and hammered those in. And I don't know if you can see, but it's just enough to get that foot up off the ground, so I'll be able to work with it. And I'll do the same with the other side. Yes, and that's my wife's dish towel. She doesn't need to know. Okay, one thing to note while you're doing this is righty-tighty, lefty-loosey, right? So my brain, like usual, it looks like this is the head of the bolt, and going towards me would be lefty-loosey, right? No, not with these. These are like you're looking down on them, is lefty-loosey. So it's actually, after, you know, me turning it the wrong way and tightening it back up again, I realized, oh, it's going down. So if you look, I don't know if you can see, if I get my finger behind it and pull it this way, once you get it free of all the guck, it should turn pretty good. You just, oh, oops, I'm going the wrong way again. So sorry. See, perfect demonstration. So I want to go backwards. And now, of course, gravity, it's fighting against me. So I'll go this way, and it will loosen it up all the way. And since I've got, you know, if you don't have this problem I have with your floor sticking up, you don't have to undo it as much, just enough that the whole thing's loose. But mine, I got to get them up above that floor to be able to pull it out. All right, so here you can see it now. There you go. See, turn it that way. It's going up and in. And since it's turning easily, I'm just going to take it up as far as it'll go. Give me more room to pull out and wheel it out. But it's pretty tight. Now I just got to do the other one. All right, so mind the mess. We got the feet moved up. We got our blocks removed. And now put a towel down so you don't scratch your floor. If you got tile, you're probably good, but you know, if you got laminate or hardwood, probably gonna want to put a towel down. Now we're gonna slowly kind of just pull this out. Remember, I still got the power attached to it. Some lines are running back through things. So you want to just move it slowly to make sure you're not like jamming on anything. And there should be another set of feet, rear feet, leveling feet back there. So we're gonna have to deal with that when we get to it. So we'll start pulling it out and see how it goes. It's never gonna go easy, right? It's never easy. All right. So I've got it below that. So I'm gonna lift it up above the, just slowly start working its way out. Now it's probably not gonna come up onto my towel. So I got it up and out. So let's get this ready. Let's see what we can do to get it on the towel. It's caught on something, so we're gonna get down and look around, see what it's caught on. That's the culprit. Told you I was an idiot. Didn't get all my blocks done. So that's what it was caught on. But we'll look under there and make sure everything else is good. All right. And we'll continue sliding. Yeah. You may hear my daughter singing downstairs. They're all doing their thing. I'm gonna want to get that foot and feet up on the. See? And now that we got it, it's moving out pretty easily. So let's get this slid under some more. Back feet to catch. Might be, but I might have enough room to lift them. We'll see. All right, something else is caught, so we're gonna stop and look. Okay, so we got it out. The culprit was my hoses down here were catching on things. So that's that. Oh, and so that's that. So there's our drain line. See, those were catching on things as they were rounding the corners. So I've got my power cord back in there that I'm gonna have to disconnect. And I've got my water line and my disposal line right there. So we're just gonna get it out a little further so we can work on the back of it here. Okay, so we got it out and I got it tipped. Here's the electrical cords. Of course, you're gonna wanna turn the power off because you're gonna be dealing with electrical stuff. So I turned the power off, got it pulled out. And what do you find? Rat poop. Must have been a rat problem, or mouse poop. Must have been a mouse problem sometime. Haven't seen any since I've been in here, but we're gonna go ahead and get that cleaned out before we put it back on. So my big issue is keeping me from bringing it around is these cords right, these were getting kind of wrapped around things and stuck as I was trying to pull it out. But I got it pulled out. Got that got that stapled there in the back, so it won't let me bring it out any further. But we're gonna do some stuff with the electrical box there. But first of all, what we're gonna do is undo the water here. And you know what? I'm just gonna do something easier. And again, I got the towel down, so in case it wants to drain water out on me. and I'm going to keep all this. You never know when you'll need some of this stuff. So I'm going to actually take this off here, just unscrew this, and pull this whole thing off and keep all that. All right, so just loosen that up, and now this comes out nice and easy. Just unscrews with your finger. It's got a little bit of water in it, of course. We knew that because it's going to hold water in this hose. We're just going to pull the whole hose out now. We'll worry about fishing that through tomorrow. I got new ones coming. I don't know. That might have been a mistake, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Next thing, we're going to get rid of this return, do the return line. It's just this. I know you can't see. I'm trying to grab a hold of this while so it's just that. So you just squeeze that together, pull that off. And you should be able to pull these apart. I don't know if you'll get to see this. I'm going to try and hold it with my chin while I do it. No, let's see. Well, pretty much just turn it. As you can see, it's already got, it's got stuff in it. So it's got some stuff in it. So I'm going to put you guys down while I just pull it out and try and keep the mess to a minimum. All right, now we're down in it. So you know what you're looking at. This is the front of the dishwasher. This is where the panel came down that we removed. And here's the power box. So we could have done this before we pulled it out. You can reach in here and get to it. But it's back, as you see, this one's back in a ways. Some of them are up a little closer. This one's back in a ways. So we pulled it out, tipped it down. This kind of can come up. And now we're gonna just remove these caps and pull the wire out. So again, I already tested this before, but you can bring it in here and see there's no power going to it. You don't want to shock the crap out of yourself. I guarantee it. It doesn't feel good. Done it on a couple other jobs where I thought that I turned the power off, but I hadn't. So see, just one, twist one, twist the other. And then, let's see here. So the lights on, get them kind of separated. We've got a ground wire here. That's going to be kind of a pain in the butt, I think, to get at. But most of it should come out. I gotta loosen up this right here, so it'll loosen up the wires because that's pinching it down to make sure they don't get pulled on. So I'll loosen that up and they should pull right out. Okay, so here's my screwdriver. Don't have a whole lot of room, but we're just twisting that to loosen it up. See, now it's loosened. So this wire should be able to just kind of pull out. It's going to give me a little trouble, so I'm going to put you down again while I pull. But yeah, just disconnect the wires from in here and here and pull. Okay, so I got this loosened up in here and everything straightened out. Now it's just a matter of wiggling these out. A little bit of a pain, but not too much. All right, there we have it. There's our power cords to hook up next time. The dishwasher is now removed. Waiting for the new one to come in. Big thing, don't let that fall down in the hole, because then I gotta pull this whole thing out. Should be a pain. Now I gotta clean up the hantavirus I've got going on in my kitchen. I'm not excited about that, but been here a year and a half, haven't seen any mice, so that must be an old problem. All right, so the dishwasher is out. You saw how easy it was. There's almost nothing to, undo, and nothing real difficult. This was probably a little harder just because it's up in a corner, so I couldn't access one side of it very easily. But other than getting the legs, unscrewed, the rest of it was pretty easy. I'd say I could have had it out in 15 minutes if I wasn't talking to you guys. So going in is just going to be just as easy. And if it's just the reverse,
they wanted to charge me like $300 for it. So, you know, $300 for a couple minutes of work, that's really not that hard, that you can look it up and do yourself. So that's that. Now I'm going to do the most important thing, and that is, you know, I measured my hole for my new dishwasher. Well, I had the dishwasher in it, but now I'm going to measure it again to make sure I got everything right, because I still got time to cancel my order before they deliver it tomorrow. So double check that too. See it. All right. So P.S. Some of you may be wondering why I have 2 wires in here. So looking around, this wire right here comes in from the circuit box. That's the wire that gives me power to my dishwasher. When someone did this themselves, they decided to add this electrical outlet on the side of my counter. We're just going to run it right through the dishwasher. So this was hooked up. They both were hooked up to the dishwasher, so the power just continuously goes through to the outlet. So that's the fun stuff you get to uncover when you do work on your house. All right, so I'm regretting my decision to pull those things out, the lines out of the hole back here. So I'm going to go ahead and I got this wire hanger that I've undone. I like keeping a few wire hangers around the house just for stuff like this. Tied some string on the end. We're just going to feed it through to come out in that hole. This one shouldn't be too difficult. Kind of curved this to kind of bring it around, but we're going to feed it through. Let's see how we do. There's something back there. It's not as easy as I was hoping. There it goes. Just had to get in between the okay, so we got it fed through. We got our yarn here. I was hoping to find 550 cord, but looks like I might have used it all up. Come here. Reach back into the void. Waiting for something to grab onto my hand. And there's my, hold on. My kids are wanting stuff. Grab this and bring it through. And now we should be able to pull things through that we need to. It'll be nice and easy.